Please include your audio, everyone, again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just let me know when everyone's audio is included. AMG, hold on, let me get AMG in here. 1 second. If I can get AMG in, then we can start. I want to go from P3 to up to P1, so Kitten and Insanity. What? What'd you say?
Yeah, I
Insanity, then Kitten, and both of them together. Okay, then hold on. Let's do AMG first, then. AMG interview. Let's get, as long as I can get AMG in here. Or if not, if we don't get AMG, we can get, who can we get? Ghoul? We can get the
Yeah,
Ghoul 17 in
yeah.
here if AMG doesn't join.
It's the poll man, no? Yeah, Gull was on poll. So yeah, if
Yeah,
it'd be nice to
let's
hear
see,
from him.
let's get the Ghoul in there. Why not? Yeah, sure. I'll get all of them in here. Why not? We'll do another big one. Let me go through these results. Yeah. Let's just go through these real quick. Awesome, AMG. Okay, so I invited AMG.
I don't think they're going to respond to an invite from Callum at age 16, but anyway.
The Ghoul at what's his name? What's the last? Oh, Andre Kincaid. What the fuck? There he is. Okay, Andre is in. Awesome. Andre, make sure to include your audio and then mute real quick. Actually, no, we'll start with you. Actually, so Andre Kincaid, make sure to include your audio as we get AMG in and the Ghoul 17 in. So Andre, I'll start with you. Is your audio included?
Is your mic on? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So yeah, just go on the party screen and hit include audio and party and stream so we can hear you.
Now you hear me?
Let me check. Should be able to. If not, we can restart. Let me pull up the stream right now. One second. Doing it the old-fashioned way.
Check the stream.
Awesome. Yeah, we got it. Got it. I had to check the stream. Yeah, I had to use Mel as a test subject. So Andre, talk us through from qualifying to race end. Yeah, how did that go?
Well, I was feeling quite comfortable in qualifying. I started third, and well, the start, I don't know what happened to the other McLaren. I think he spun by himself. I don't think I hit him. And well, in the race, I was feeling good with the medium type, mostly because the soft was like shit in 2 laps. And then when we stopped for the safety car with hard, I felt like no grip at all since the first moment. And well, I spun like 4 laps from the end, and
Yeah.
well, that's it.
If you go back on it now, would you change going on the hards to go into mediums?
Probably because I think that was the best time for the race.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions?
Yeah, we saw you spin out there at the end, Andre. Any comments on that?
And well, I was just trying to do whatever I could do to keep with insanity, but I couldn't. I just lost all the grip.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a valiant effort. You were doing well to stay in the DRS until then. It's a shame that that happened. P4 anyway, though, I think is incredible from you. It's a great job done, especially after Jeddah. Congrats to you for P4, and yeah, good luck this season.
Okay, thank you.
See you later.
2
Let's
seconds,
go
guys.
to
Sorry.
the Ghoul. Ghoul, can you include your audio? Mel, can you test for me? Can you hear him? Google, can you keep talking?
No.
You cannot. Okay, hold on. Google, you included your audio, right?
Yeah.
Let me turn the audio up. This thing's so laggy. AMG, can you mute for a second?
Yeah.
I hate doing this the old-fashioned way. Hold on. Awesome, it works. It took way too long. All right, cool. So yeah, welcome. Congrats on the result. Obviously, I don't know what happened to the 10-second penalty at the end. We'll get to that. But yeah, talk us through qualifying to race end.
Fine. Had to possibly a 15. Bottled it. Still got pole anyways.
That was a good lap. That
Yeah,
was a good lap.
race was shambolic to be fair. I had a few spins, a few moments. Affected other people. I didn't know it would crazy. In the I can understand if I unintentionally ruined his race, but yeah, with the penalties on the safety car, massively slowed down, and at the end I got a track limit, penalties and the overtake. So I don't think I deserved because he moved very oddly, I'd say. And as he went previous lap, it's fucking weird as well because he fucking sent it, and if I didn't go out, we'd both crash. So P4, I don't know.
Go for it, Blake.
I was trying to think of a question, I forgot.
Okay, you got any questions?
I don't think Oga's here either.
Actually, no. Oka left for a bit. So, Ghoul, I think it was a good race. Obviously, starting on pole. Unfortunate the spin early on. What happened early on in the race? You spun twice.
Yeah, it's just I was overheating a bit, and I did set my diff a bit higher than I probably should have, and then I lowered it. Still have moments here and there around sector 2 and sector 3, not very good.
Blake, you remember your question?
No.
Okay, so Ghoul, obviously you talked about that rattle with insanity. Can you just walk us through what was the thought process? I assume you didn't think he was gonna send it. I didn't.
I didn't think he'd go in that deep. I thought he was gonna send it, but I didn't think he would like go on a like Max Verstappen type move, just shove me out of the way. Um, Surprising, but probably didn't intend that. But I think he fought my POV. Um,
I'm not gonna lie, you're cutting out for me, so I don't know when you're.
Yeah,
say
it's
it.
just
Okay.
the same for me.
Yeah, so I don't know when to start and stop. But Ghoul, I think congrats for you. It was a good race from you. Obviously the qualifying positions. Congrats on pole for that. And yeah, I think you did everything you could to try and hold on to a podium. Obviously, I don't know what happened in the final corner or whatever it was. But yeah, congrats on the P5. And yeah,
yeah,
look forward to Austria.
all right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. AMG. Let's do this before then we can move on to the Astons.
Hola.
You included your audio?
Yes.
Awesome. So just You know the drill. Walk us through quality to race end.
Well, my quali was shit, so I had no pace at all. It's just the car it just understeered out, sliding around at the front, couldn't do much with the front end, so I didn't have one of that pace. But for the race, Santa got a poor start. I was surprised by that at first, and I got attacked. It was a XRX school. He was in front of me. I got rid of him
Yeah.
quick. Then it was quite boring from that. I was chasing the front three, and then the safety car came out. That was I don't know why they didn't go on mediums. They could have
Yeah,
went
it
east to
was
the end.
Yeah.
strange
That was a
decision.
weird one. And then the battle with Ghoul and Insanity. That Sanity Verstappened me, left me no space on the foot. I had to back out completely. I was both us out the race, and then I went for the same move on him, and I got squeezed out. Went on the gravel, did a bit of dirt, and then Ghoul got past me. I was hunting them down. I did the same move Insanity did to me on Ghoul. Yep, I pulled it off. I left room on the exit for him. I didn't squeeze him, and then he then got past me on the last lap. I went across, then I darted back over to take the line as he darted back over to overtake. And I tapped his rear, he went forward. I think he cut the track, and then I played gravel simulator again. And then I got the positions off. I think he got an illegal overtake and I think it was a cut and track penalty as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got the positions. So it was an interesting race. I really had to push for that. They were all far quicker than me. So
Did your track limits come from contact? Was it just losing the
I
car?
think I did get one track limit for when Insanity squeezed me out, and the other one was just the front sliding about.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was an interesting. Well, what were you thinking when you saw that the front drivers went for hards, Insanity and Andre?
Called them stupid.
All right, that's. I mean,
I still
to
couldn't
be fair
catch
to
him,
Kitten,
like, but yeah.
to
was
be
gonna
fair
say,
to Kitten,
Kitten
he
was
was
still
still putting
setting.
up fastest laps. It was insane.
Yeah, I couldn't catch him, but I was
Yeah.
still in for mediums.
One more question
Okay.
from me, AMG, is
Yeah.
how are you finding no assists?
It's a bitch.
You think you're going to get any faster anytime soon, or is this the kind of level we should expect in the future races?
I think for now it's the level. Hopefully, I will get quicker.
And I'm impressed at the moment. You're fighting at the top clearly with nothing on. So yeah, all the best to you, mate.
Should see me on 22. Shambolic.
Keep it that way.
One last question, AMG. What can we see from you in Austria this time out next week?
Oh, in Austria. Ah, it's easy braking zone, so probably not a crash.
You only have to
Maybe.
remember 6 things, don't you?
Yeah, 6 things. Oh, 3. Yeah, 3 things. So
Thank you.
hopefully a
Go
podium.
on.
Just a
Yeah.
podium, hopefully. So yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think it's a good drive from you, AMG. Really surprised with what you did, and yeah, you should be definitely proud. Yeah, thank you. Look forward to see what you can do in Austria.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's move on to not the man of the hour, but I think the man that gave us a lot of entertainment today, Insanity.
Hello.
Hello. Make sure
Welcome
your
back.
audio is included. Yeah, welcome back
Yeah,
for
my
sure.
audio is included.
So yeah, walk us through quality to race end. Let's start with that.
Well, forget quali to race end. The whole time, the whole session, both quali and race was a dreadful nightmare for me. It was one thing after another. On the only flying lap I was able to set, in the third sector, I encountered horrific traffic, which cost me 4 tenths to the pole. and sorry, it was 3/10 off a pole, and I lost 4/10 in the final sector alone. And then again on my very final lap, just before it, I was letting someone through in a part of the track which once you go off track it should be fine, and then to rejoin because you still got the last chicane to go. But I got invalidated this and next lap, so I wasn't actually able to set a lap in quali. So that was a bit of a bad start. But then we move on to the race. The race starts, everybody's moving, and the lights are still going out for me, so I couldn't go anywhere.
Oh,
So I had the lights glitch, and by the time I actually I ended up just going anyway because I thought I was in P8 by the time I actually moved. And at that point I still got a drive through, and then my game was also glitched. Everybody was ghosting around me. Apparently somebody went into the back of me like halfway down the straight, and it caused a couple people to spin, which was completely out of my control because the game just had a massive moment. And then before I knew it, I was in P17. So start it was a nice welcome back to league racing. But then moving forward, the first stint I decided just to stay out on my softs as long as possible because the longer I stay out on the softs, the more chance there was of a safety car coming out. So that's why I stayed on the softs for quite a while, and then I moved on to the mediums, and I was actually thinking about staying out on the mediums when the safety car came out to go straight to the end, but I just thought we would just pit for new mediums and make sure I got to the end. And obviously in front of me, Welshie span out Joshy, which helped me gain a position. And then from then on, I was stuck for a while. I was stuck behind Ghoul and AMG in a bit of a DRS train, and I mean they were going about 2 seconds slower than what I would like to be going. So I just had to try catch Ghoul off just off guard. So that's why I sent it in quite deep. Made that move, and then with AMG again. The first move I made again, I was quite aggressive because I just wanted to get, as soon as I thought I got the position, I would run away with it. So that's why I ended up going quite deep into turn one. But I also thought he would just go for the switchback, if I'm perfectly honest, because it was so wide open. But and then the following lap, I think he tried to re-overtake me. Going around the outside, and to be honest, I just if I speak, I'm in trouble. But I kind of just lost my grip and just ended up understeering in, like towards him, and no excuses there. But I can't I very much shut the door on him. And then moving forwards, yeah, by that point. I kind of broke away from both of those, and it was all about hunting down Andre. I felt like, again, I don't feel like I had the pace of Kitten today, but I definitely was the next fastest person on track, I felt. And I believe that Andre, I saw he was struggling on his hard tyres, but the annoying thing was being stuck behind AMG and Ghoul. I couldn't actually catch him and progress further. So that's why I had to make the moves when I did, and kind of let me off the hook when Andre span out, because then I was just able to relax for the rest of the race.
Wow,
yeah.
that was so in depth.
Yeah,
That was fantastic.
I
I
enjoyed
think he
that.
answered all my questions. I will
Yeah,
say,
I have
uh,
no left.
my prediction did not come true of a 5 second win for Ascending, but
No, well, I mean, we tried doing a split strategy. He was starting on the mediums, I started on the soft, because I thought that there'd be a safety car near the start, but there were two virtuals. And obviously, my race was very much ruined being on softs, getting a drive through, and being in P17, 25 seconds off the next car. So, didn't really help my race, to be honest. But yeah.
Was that split strategy intended? Is that something you discussed with Kitten before the race?
Yeah, it was intended. In fact, the intention was that off the start that I would get ahead of Kitten and make the moves early. But obviously, again, the lights glitch.
Went downhill.
Yeah, the lights glitch put a stop to that. So
Is that again also the split strategy, trying to stop each other from compromising each other's races? Because obviously you're both going to be fighting for the world championship, probably. I'm assuming. You don't want to trip each other up, so you purposely go different. Will we see that a lot on other tracks, or will some tracks you go the same?
I think it depends a track to track basis and what we feel comfortable on. I feel like he'll say a similar thing. There's usually on track to track. There's usually a preferred strategy. It's just a case of where we are on track, where we qualify, who's in the race at the time, and what just makes sense. But the one thing that we have said is, and you think you'll see moving forward, is whoever's the car ahead will always have the preferred strategy.
Yeah.
But it will just be made. We'll just make it so it's equal, and we both have a fair chance at this title.
Cool.
Is it
Thank you.
early on? Do you think there's going to be? Are you going to have more teamwork than battling, or are you just going to both play for the win?
I think the diplomatic answer, which I will say, is that we will both look to secure the constructors first.
Yeah.
And once the constructors is finalised, then I believe that, and I believe he may not say it, but he would think the same thing. We will then start to race for each other.
Yeah.
And I believe that that's justified and fair. But first off, the constructors comes first, then you move from there.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else, Oka?
No, I'm done.
Yeah, incredible comeback drive from Sanity. I think definitely driver of the day. Congrats on the P2 and Sanity. I'm looking forward to what you can do over the race. Hopefully my prediction comes true and you win the championship by 5 points. No hard feelings, kitten. But yeah,
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Kitten!
Was she going to drive last season in 74?
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo.
How you been, Kitten,
Kitten?
man? Long time.
You've done it again.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Let me. So, normal question. Quality race end.
Yeah, so qualifying was really strong for me. I went out on the mediums. I did a solid lap to get myself up to P3. Trying to target the top 6, so I wasn't out of position at the start. But I wasn't far off goal, so I was pretty impressed with that. Started on mediums purely because I was most comfortable at Spain. Quite like the compound, because the tyres would overheat on the softs, so that's why I opted to do mediums. And then the second stint was very lonely for me. Just trying to control the pace up front, trying to maintain the 3-second gap to Andre and just taking it easy. Hence why I was saving a bit and then I pushed at the end. Yeah, great job to Insanity. I tried to help him with Vivstar, trying to keep Vivstar within DRS. But Vivstar just had the greater straight line speed and I gained him through the corners. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting safety car to come out that late, to be fair. I thought Insanity would have the better strategy. Yeah, I was expecting to be pitting early on the mediums, but the deg was better, so I just opted to do a few extra laps, and then yeah.
Did you kind of expect the win after lap 4 pretty much? You were kind of dominant. You were second place on the mediums. Did you think you were going to win from the start?
Yeah, I was very confident. Staying away from penalties, I was much better at that today. As well with Saudi, I think Spain was a better track for me than Saudi, to be fair. I was more confident with the car, the setup. Just gained a lot more time on the rivals, really.
And we've seen you saving up ERS for the final lap. Were you trying to get
Yes.
an even faster lap time? Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
was
such a
trying,
thing that
but
they're
I
taking off
mucked
you.
up. Yeah, I mucked up final sector. It wasn't good enough, but yeah, I was never going to beat Stealth's time, so fair play to him on that one.
Yeah, we were on the commentary. I was like, "It's another fastest lap. He's crazy."
It was just, oh, insanity, insanity, and Ghoul are battling. Oh, this is happening. Purple sector, purple, whole lap. Next lap, purple, purple. It was insane.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
very confident with the tyres though, because I don't know if you saw, but when I went longer on the mediums, I was on like 55% mediums, and I was matching Ghoul's pace. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
was very surprised indeed. Very strong at the track, so not surprised.
It's incredible. I mean, we saw you kind of cruising. The gap was sitting at 2 seconds, and then the
Yes.
lap you went for one of your fastest laps. Yeah, the lap you went for one of your fastest laps. It just 3 seconds to Andre Kincaid, and it was.
Yeah, it's very strong pace at the end.
Great
think one of
dominant
the
drive
best
from your
drives I've
kitten
ever
as
seen.
always.
Yeah, Blake, any questions? Folk, any questions?
How is he so good? I don't understand.
I have a question, but I do have a request. Can you stop winning, please?
We'll see what happens. Only time will tell. I do think
Well,
Gaul will have the chance, and probably AMG as well when he improves. But you know, it takes time with the assists, getting to know the tracks, the braking zones.
I mean,
same question as I asked Insanity. How do you think the split strategy and the fight for the World Championship will affect the team?
Yeah, so I was the one that opted to do split strategy. It was purely because of investigating the strategy, learning from our mistakes earlier on, seeing where the safety car will come into play during the race. Like I say, I wanted Insanity to have the better strategy for this race, but it didn't quite go his way. But however, he did an incredible drive, so very proud of his recovery. Yeah, in terms of the fairness in the team, I'm gonna 100% agree with Insanity. Just focus on the constructors, just dig even deeper, and then we'll start fighting. And yeah, we'll have incredible battles for you to watch and commentate. So
Yeah,
it'll be a real
hopefully,
joy.
hopefully more to come.
So Silverstone will be
yeah.
the best one. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, I
We
still
went
remember
wheel
our
to wheel in
Silverstone back in the
cops like
day.
5 times. It was
Yeah.
incredible. So you got that to come,
Oh, I
mate.
think I remember that race.
Yeah,
I think I
I
remember
missed
that.
that.
No, it was in an
I
open
remember
of it. Me and
thinking,
Sanity went wheel
Oh,
to
was it?
wheel. Yeah, and we went wheel to wheel into cops. Whole of sector one. It was a joy. Loved it.
I think I'm thinking of a different race than it was like a league race in 2020.
No, it was an
It
open
like
yeah,
lobby.
that's what I'm thinking of as well.
Yeah,
But
open
it's-
either battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like it was like the whole race. I remember checking the mini map every so often. It was just like they were just there, like it was DRS like the whole race. It was incredible. Yeah, Kitten, honestly, incredible. I think you've absolutely nailed it. Not only as a driver but as a TP. I don't think the constructors pen is gonna matter. You've done it again. You've ignored the budget again, and it's worked out.
Bro,
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
find a way somehow.
ban him.
the admins are
I
fuming.
mean, we made it harder, and he's still whatever.
I
No one else got him.
sacrifice the drivers. That's what I do. If I get
No
myself
one
in
else-
20
Insanity
months to
spent a
recover,
year of
that's what I have to
sandbagging.
do.
Yeah, Sandy spent the whole season doing this. Yeah, Kitten, thank you. Congrats on the win. I can't wait to see what you guys do in Austria.
Thank you.
Aston Martin's gonna be a force.
Run the national anthem.
Yeah, it's just gonna be what the Verstappen and Red Bull thing. It's the same thing every time. So, in my opinion, my prediction still stands. Insanity wins the championship by 5 points.
I don't know. Later on the
awkward that
season, I
they're
reckon
here,
it'll
man.
come with it.
Yeah, it is awkward. But I was still gonna say it. Okay, what are your predictions? We never heard your predictions. You heard Blake and mine for the season. What are your predictions for this season?
For me, I've got to back my man Kitten because that makes me look even better, doesn't it? But today we've seen how dominant he was. And his lap on the mediums was just crazy, absolutely insane. So yeah, I think Kitten can go all the way here.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon after a few races in and something getting back to it, it will be very close. But I reckon Kitten edges it.
I think we saw today. I've never seen Kitten do what Insanity did today. Like the aggressive moves. Like that's just what I think. I think that's just what kind of gives Insanity a bit of the edge. Like he's not afraid to go for that. I don't know if Kitten will go for it. I don't know because I haven't seen him come through the field in a while.
He
We saw
can't
him do it
pass
in Jeddah,
anybody
but
if
he
there's
did it-
nobody in front of
He
him.
did it on one straight. Exactly. But still, I think if it's a fight between Kitten and Insanity, I think Insanity once he gets past the fact that it's TP, I think he might be already past it. But once he gets past that, I think Insanity will take this, and I don't know how close it'll be.
Ah,
Yeah, can't wait for
I think I'm
Lewis and Nico
yeah.
part 2.
Thankfully, there was no Spain crash today. I didn't get a chance to see anything. Insanity had the glitch.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if I hadn't have had that glitch, I don't believe that I would have won today anyway. But today for me was a chance to get back into used to racing league racing. So I haven't raced a
Yeah.
league race in a while. Obviously, it's the worst way possible to get back into league racing, but it's getting back into it no matter what. But if there's a time to have that kind of glitch or race, today was to have it.
Yeah, exactly. I think.
So, I mean, Spain isn't particularly a strong track of mine anyway, but I think the first 2 or 3 tracks on the calendar, I'm very strong at, and possibly the one I'm looking forward to the most is Monaco, which is finally on the calendar.
well, I'm changing my bet to Insanity winning the thing now.
If I want to look forward to Austria, I'm gonna predict, even though I said Insanity with the win on the championship, I think that'll come more as we get later in the season. As Blake and Oka said, he's gonna get more practice and get more back into league racing. I think Kitten wins. I think the first 4 races are 1-2s for.
I think the whole
Aston.
season's a 1-2 from these guys.
I
Only
think I'm
thing
gonna
with
predict
Austria. Go on.
I'm gonna say there's only one non-Aston Martin win this year.
Oof.
This season.
South Romeo win, baby. Come on.
So Blake, what were you gonna say about Austria?
The thing with Austria is you've got to judge when you're pitting very well, because yeah, like they can get an easy one too, but if they've got to go through a pack of tier 4s, tier 3s, to try and not be able to get taken out is it's on the cards.
And there's 3 giant DRS straights, so we'll see. I think quite a lot of battling today, or next week even.
Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. So yeah, my podium prediction for for Austria is Kitten, Insanity, and I'm gonna say the Ghoul 17 pulls it out.
Wow,
and
you've
gets
gone
that
out
podium.
there.
Yeah, incredible. Oh, we can predict pole too. I think Kitten on Austria is insane. So I think Kitten pole. It's not really. It's exciting.
Weirdly enough, I'm going to agree with everything you said.
Any deviations, okay?
I think Stealth's out for a bit of revenge. He had an absolutely horrid race today, I think, and he deserves a lot more than whatever he got. I think it was P9 he finished. I think he should really be up there, especially with his teammate the Ghoul. So hopefully he gets a podium.
Blake, any other predictions?
No, Joshy Ball needs a comeback drive after that one.
I mean, I'm surprised. I think he's been screwed in the race twice now, whether it's by himself or not. Pole position and Jeddah, and then obviously what happened there. And so I don't know what happened to him today, but it's just not the best race. Obviously, thankfully it's preseason.
I don't think it was his fault. I
driver?
think something happened, but I've not reviewed the clip.
I mean, he also
He's
spun
he's
like
having
3 times by himself.
a little complaint, so I'm not sure.
I think. Well, I can comment on this situation considering I was directly behind it when it happened. Basically, it was under safety car, and Welshie had run into the back of Josh a couple of times, and then while on the main straight, he pit maneuvered him, and Joshy I think got damage, which then obviously he then retired a lap later once the green flags were underway. So. I think Joshy span out a couple of times on his own, and I believe he's a quick driver, but I don't believe that one was his fault, because I think he would have been in that fight with AMG, myself, and Gould. So obviously I'm not complaining because I got a free position.
Neither am I.
But that one was quite unfortunate for him.
Yeah, so I'll have to file a formal complaint for that one.
So I do believe that he has every right to be aggrieved.
Yeah, I didn't know that happened. That's huge. I can't believe that actually. But yeah, that's our predictions for Austria. Thank you for joining us in Spain. That's all I have left. Oka, Blake, anything else?
Hope to see more.
Yeah,
On to
Kimmy,
Austria.
Insanity. Anything we can look forward to? Maybe a little sneak peek in the next race.
I
Fireworks.
can see me and Sanity similar pace in Austria.
That's
If we
weird.
look back to last season, I think it's going to be tight for qualifying.
Yeah, I
Notice how it says
actually
qualifying, not the race.
I do agree. I believe as long as it is dry, I believe that you will see quite a DRS train all race. That's what I will say. I believe that
They're a superior
um,
driver in the wet.
I believe that if it is dry,
Hmm.
you will see it will be a race of ERS management. But if it is wet, then who knows? But I predict fireworks.
That's great to hear. Great to hear. All right. I think we've been going on for a while. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Yeah, this has been incredible. Thank you to the drivers for driving. And yeah. Thank you to my commentary team. Yep. And yeah, go check out Mel, by the way. Mel streams. He streamed the 22 Tier 1 stream yesterday. He commentated on it. Great commentator. Murray Walker Award winner. For sure. And yeah, thank you. Talk to you all next week.